Thank you for watching this video, proudly brought to you by AN Immigration Services and Consulting. Please ensure that you watch this video at high resolution for best video quality, as we are going to walk through the application process and the eligibility criteria for a subclass 820 temporary partner visa as of the 1st of July 2024. Getting this visa is the first step towards a permanent partner visa. Please note that when you apply for a partner visa onshore, you need to combine it with an application for a subclass 801 permanent partner visa. The information in this video is for general guidance on matters of interest only. It is not intended to be comprehensive, and they do not constitute and must not be relied on as immigration advice. Please seek specific immigration advice tailored to your circumstances from a registered migration agent. Please subscribe to our channel, like and share this video. Let us be part of your journey in Australia and support you throughout this journey.
Hi there. I have recently married someone in Australia. How can I apply for a visa to stay in Australia permanently?
Congratulations. You have found love in Australia.
Thank you.
As a spouse, you can consider an application for a partner visa. Although you are married, it does not mean that you automatically meet the definition of a spouse of another person for migration purpose. You are the spouse of another person if both of you are in a married relationship. There are different conditions in a married relationship. Being married to each other is just one of conditions in a married relationship. Both of you need to have a mutual commitment to a shared life as a married couple to the exclusion of all others. Your relationship with your husband is genuine and continuing. Both of you live together or do not live separately and apart on a permanent basis. The department will consider the circumstances of your relationship to determine whether one or more of the conditions in a married relationship exist. The same is also true for an applicant who claims to be a de facto partner of another person. There are factors for assessing whether two parties are in a de facto relationship. I will email you the links to several videos I have prepared about spousal and de facto partner relationships. I hope you will find them useful.
Okay, I understand.
By the way, you may still be able to be granted a partner visa upon the death of your husband or based on family violence grounds. I will arrange another time with you to talk about meeting the definition of a spouse of another person. Meeting the definition of a spouse of another person is very important because your eligibility for a partner visa derives from the spousal relationship.
Okay, I will check my schedule and get back to you.
With the partner visa, you need to lodge combined applications for a subclass 820 temporary partner visa and subclass 801 permanent partner visa. You must be in Australia when you apply for these visas. Today, I can only go through with you the subclass 820 visa as I must leave in 10 minutes to pick up my son from school. Tell me something about your husband?
His name is Richard.
Sorry, I should have been more specific in my question. I meant his immigration status.
He is an Australian permanent resident.
For an onshore partner visa application, the person you have married must be an Australian citizen, an Australian permanent resident or an eligible New Zealand citizen. Which visa do you currently hold?
I hold a subclass 491 skilled work regional provisional visa.
How long have you held that visa for?
2.5 years.
Certain regional visa holders are prevented from applying for a partner unless certain criteria are met. The purpose of these additional criteria is to prevent certain regional visa holders from avoiding the conditions of their visas, including the requirements to live, work and study only in a specified regional area by moving to a partner visa. You need to have held that visa for at least 3 years before you can lodge a partner visa application. For other regional visa holders, they may only need to have held the regional visa for at least 2 years before visa lodgement. If you do not hold a substantive visa at the time you apply for this visa and you did not previously hold a subclass 300 prospective marriage visa, you must demonstrate that compelling reasons exist for the grant of a partner visa. A substantive visa means a visa other than a bridging visa, a criminal justice visa or an enforcement visa. The migration regulations do not prescribe the circumstances that need to be considered when assessing whether or not a compelling reasons exist to not apply Schedule 3 criteria. The department will consider circumstances on a case-by-case basis. How old is Richard?
He is 32 years old.
You must have a sponsor when you lodge your visa application and when you are on this visa. In this case, your husband can sponsor you for this visa as he is over 18 years old.
I don't know I need a sponsor to apply for a partner visa.
Yes, you do. You will include a sponsorship for a partner to migrate to Australia, a form completed by Richard when you lodge the visa applications, although it is not mandatory to submit a valid visa application. At the time of decision of your visa, the sponsorship must be approved and is still in force. There are other issues to consider in a sponsorship application. Just to name a few, for example, whether Richard has sponsored someone in the past or whether he was also sponsored previously. For other applicants, if their spouse or de facto partners are a woman who has been granted a subclass 204 woman at risk visa, there are other issues to be considered. We can chat on another day about the sponsorship application and meeting the definition of a spouse of another person. How long have you known Richard for?
It was love at first sight. I first met him at the company I am currently working in. He is a marketing executive at the company.
How much do you know him?
Richard is the only son in the family. His father passed away when he was 12.
Reason of asking is that your husband must consent to the disclosure by the department to you if he has any conviction for a relevant offense. Examples of relevant offenses include violence against a person, sexual assault, or the breach of an apprehended violence order.
How much is it to apply for this visa?
There is no visa application charge for this visa. You only pay the visa application charge for the subclass 801 permanent partner visa application.
How to apply for this visa?
Unless you are authorized by the department to submit a non-internet application in very limited circumstances, you need to lodge the applications through your IMI account.
Can I work on this visa?
With this visa you can live, work and study in Australia, travel to and from Australia as many times as you want.
How long can I stay on this visa?
You can stay in Australia until your permanent partner visa application is finalized or you withdraw your application.
Are there any obligations accompanying this visa?
You and your family members must meet all visa conditions and obey Australian laws.
Are there any other eligibility criteria?
Yes, there are various public interest criteria that you have to satisfy. For example, meeting the health and character requirement. Have no debt to the Australian government. Sign the Australian Values Statement if you are over 18 years of age. Even for any accompanying and non-accompanying family members, they must meet certain public interest criteria.
I wish I had recorded our conversation so that I could share this information with a colleague who is from overseas. The sales manager at the company has recently proposed to her. I think her situation is very similar to mine.
Everyone has their own unique circumstances. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. Please get your colleague to contact me if she needs any help. I have a flowchart about the application process and the eligibility criteria for an 820 partner visa. The red lines in the flowchart are answers no to the question in a decision step. Please commence from start at the top. Answer the question in each decision step. Follow the direction of the arrows. I hope you will find this information useful.
Yes, thank you for all the information you have given me. The flowchart is very easy to understand as I can see visually how to apply for this visa and what eligibility criteria I need to satisfy at the time of application and decision.
If I have been of assistance to you, please subscribe to our channel. You can see a YouTube icon on the right-hand side at the bottom of this video. Please click and subscribe to our channel. If you are watching this video using a mobile device, please watch this video using landscape mode. Tap the screen several times and the YouTube icon shall appear.
Of course, not a problem. I really appreciate your help.
With more subscribers on our channel, we can provide more content to support other viewers,